I've been dying to tell you this all week. You'll never guess what happened. I have big news for you, sis. Guess what? I, Lisa, am getting married to your ex-boyfriend.
Huh?
Isn't it amazing? Everything happened so fast. Remember how you introduced us at that party last month? Well, things just clicked between us right away. He couldn't take his eyes off me the whole night. He even messaged me right after the party. Isn't that so romantic?
What? Last month? You mean when he was still dating me?
Oh, don't be so particular about the timing. Love doesn't follow a schedule. When it happens, it just happens. Besides, you two weren't that serious anyway. I mean, he never posted any photos with you on social media. But look at his profile now. We already have so many couple pics together. Everyone keeps saying how perfect we look together. His friends all like our photos.
Really? But we didn't post anything because we were private about our relationship.
What? Private? Or just not that into each other? Sure, that's what people say when they're the backup option. You know what Mark told me? He said he was just waiting for the right moment. And then I came along. Mark says he just can't wait to see me in a wedding dress. So even though it's a bit early, we're having the wedding ceremony next month. The perfect whirlwind romance. And I even already found the perfect dress. Want to see a photo of it? Oh, wait, it looks just like the one you saved on Pinterest. Funny how that worked out. Since we're sisters, I guess we have similar taste in everything, including men.
Wait a minute, are you two really getting married? Isn't this too soon?
Of course! Why else would I have stolen him from you? It's not like the other times. This is definitely true love. He said I'm so much more his type than you ever were. Did you know he had his eye on me even when you first introduced us? He said he was just settling with you, waiting for someone better to come along. And then there I was. The answer to all his prayers. His perfect match.
I thought this was just your usual harassment, like in the past. You always steal my boyfriends and then quickly dump them. But marriage? Are you serious?
Yeah, usually that's what I do, but Mark is absolutely my type, so I decided to marry him. Thanks for introducing us to each other. You're like our Cupid, sis. Always bringing me the best men. Remember Tom from 2 years ago? He was fun while he lasted. And Jake before that? But this time, it's different.
What?
Mark is just perfect. Good job, successful career, and so romantic. Probably nothing like how he was when he was with you. Maybe he just needed the right motivation to become a better man. You should see how he treats me. Expensive dinners every weekend. And so many designer gifts. He never did that for you, did he? But since you're our Cupid, I really want you to come to our wedding. You brought us together after all. But I guess you wouldn't want to see your ex's wedding, right? I know that would be too tough for you, though it would be such a great story to tell everyone. How my sister brought us together, like a romantic comedy, but with you as the supporting character.
Obviously. Just imagining you and Mark's wedding makes me sick.
That's why I won't send you an invitation, so you don't have to force yourself to come. Aren't I so thoughtful? Always looking out for my big sister. And I already told all our relatives. They feel so sorry for you.
Oh, really?
Of course! I mean, attending your ex's wedding to your sister would be hell, right? Even I'm not that cruel. Though everyone keeps asking if you'll come. The family can't stop talking about it. Though it would make a great story, the lonely sister watching her ex marry her more successful sibling. The drama of it all. And Mom keeps asking if you're okay. She's really worried about you. Says you haven't been answering her calls. But I told her you're probably fine. I mean, you should be used to this by now, right?
I'm surprised. I thought that you'd insist that I come to your wedding.
Oh, but of course you can come if you want to. If you don't mind feeling miserable, you can attend at your own risk. I mean, the choice is yours anyway. No pressure. You can see firsthand how happy we are together. You can burn the image of our happiness into your memory. That might help you get over him. I'll make sure to give you a front row seat, right next to where we exchange rings. Perfect view of our first kiss as husband and wife. The photographer will capture everything.
Ugh.
Remember how you used to talk about wanting a spring wedding? All those Pinterest boards you made. The color schemes you planned. The flowers you picked out. Well, we're having one. Isn't that funny? Just like you always wanted. At that venue you always dreamed about. You know, the one with the glass ceiling? And the garden terrace. Mark says it's perfect for us. And he doesn't even remember you mentioning it. Funny how things work out. I'm really sorry about all of this. I did steal your boyfriend, and now we're getting married. You're turning 30 this year, right? You must have been thinking about marriage too. And now it's all ruined because of me. But someone had to help him realize what he really wanted. And unfortunately, that wasn't you.
Is that how someone who's really sorry acts?
Of course! I feel genuinely sorry. Thank you for being a stepping stone to your sister's happiness. You are the best sister anyone could ask for. Without you, I never would have met him. So, in a way, this is all thanks to you. You're like our fairy godmother. But it must be hard being the plain older sister. But someone has to be the practice girlfriend, right? That's just how life works.
What?
I get to marry the person I love most, and lots of friends are coming to the wedding. I'm truly the happiest person in the world. Everything is just perfect. And about our wedding venue, the place you always said you wanted to get married at, the waiting list is usually so long. But they had a cancellation. We are so lucky. This must be fate. Sorry for finding happiness before you, sis. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll find someone. Eventually.
I heard Lisa told you about the wedding, but you're not answering her messages. You're being really immature about this. She said you weren't taking this well. Did you really turn off your phone because of us? Really? The silent treatment? Lisa's really upset you're not being supportive. Come on, don't be so dramatic. We can't help how we feel. These things happen, you know. Love is unpredictable. So yeah, I'm marrying her, and I'm really sorry I can't marry you.
Will you just stop with the insincere apologies? It's just disgusting.
Hey, at least I'm apologizing. Most guys wouldn't even bother. You should be grateful I'm being so nice about this. Don't be so angry just because your sister stole your boyfriend. I might not be your boyfriend anymore, but we'll be in-laws. Let's stay on good terms. Think about the future, all the family gatherings. It's better this way. You'll see that eventually.
What?
Think about it. We'll be seeing each other at family events. Holidays, birthdays, family dinners. Won't it be better if we're friendly? For everyone's sake? I mean, Lisa already told everyone how supportive you are about bringing us together. From now on, I'll be praying for your happiness as your brother-in-law. Lisa told me that you had all your boyfriends taken by her in the past. But hey, at least now you won't have any more boyfriends stolen. So try to think of this marriage in a good way for your sake too. Plus, you always have someone to talk to. Your dear brother-in-law.
Don't talk such nonsense, you cheater.
Cheater is such a harsh word. I prefer to think of it as an upgrading. It's just natural selection. Well, I can't help it if Lisa's cuter than you. She's younger too. More fun to be around.
Ugh, I'm just sick and tired of that story. All the comparisons.
I feel sorry for you having such a cute sister. No wonder all your ex-boyfriends end up with her. It must be hard competing with her. She's just so charming. Must be tough always being the second choice. But look on the bright side. Now you have a successful brother-in-law to help you out. I can even set you up with some of my friends. The single ones, I mean. Though they might not be as successful as me.
That's enough. I didn't know you were such a terrible person. I'll just try to think of it as a good thing that we broke up. So, Mark, let's settle everything before the wedding.
What do you mean? Settle what? There's nothing to settle between us. Everything's in the past now. We're starting fresh. That's family, right?
I need you to pay back all the money you borrowed from me when we were dating. The living expenses when you were unemployed, totaling $20,000. I want every penny back.
Oh, about that. You still remembered? That was ages ago. It's ancient history.
Living expenses, car inspection fees, qualification course fees for your career change. I covered it all. You signed an IOU, and you haven't paid back a single cent. I even have the receipts for everything.
Well, hold on about repayment. That was basically a gift to me, right? You never asked for it back until now. Couples help each other out. That's what love is about. And you said you wanted to support my dreams, remember? You said you believed in me. That you wanted to help me succeed.
That's because we were dating. I deliberately didn't press you for it out of kindness as your girlfriend. But now that we're broken up, I don't need to be kind to you anymore. Just pay back what you owe to me before getting married.
But this is so sudden. The wedding is next month and we have all those wedding expenses to pay for. You know how expensive weddings are. The venue deposit alone. And Lisa wants a designer dress. It's impossible to pay you back now. Can't you just forget about it? For old time's sake? Think of it as your wedding gift to us.
What? That's not my problem. And this should all be paid before the wedding anyway, because you owe it to me since we were dating.
You're being really unreasonable. Lisa would never be this petty about money. She understands how relationships work. Unlike some people. Anyway, I can definitely pay back the money someday. Just wait for that timing. Let's end this conversation for now. See you. At the wedding.
Wait a minute, Mark. We're not done talking. At least tell me when you'll pay it back to me.
Why are you being so pushy about this? After everything we shared, all the history between us, it's not like you need the money right now. I know you have enough savings. You've always been good with money. Always so responsible. Please understand that I have wedding expenses to think about. I'll pay it back when I can. I don't know when, but just wait until I can pay.
I can't believe you actually came to your ex's and your sister's wedding! Oh, you're just hilarious! I could never endure such humiliation! Seriously, why are you here? Everyone's talking about you, you know. Whispering about the pathetic older sister. Poor Sarah, they keep saying. First, her sister takes her boyfriend. And now she has to watch them get married. They're all talking about you. But you wanted to celebrate your sister's wedding, even if it meant overcoming such feelings. I'm touched by my big sister's thoughtfulness. To honor your feelings, I've arranged a special seat for you. It's in the perfect spot to see us. Make sure to burn our happy moment into your memory. Right in the front row, center seat. You'll have the perfect view of our first kiss as husband and wife.
Hold on, don't misunderstand. Yes, I came to the venue, but I'm not here to celebrate your marriage, so I don't need a seat. Please, remove it right away.
Coming all the way to the venue and saying you're not here to celebrate? Still trying to act tough? That's super lame. You're not fooling anyone. Everyone can see how desperate you are.
What? I'm certainly not desperate.
Oh, or did you just want to see him in his groom outfit? Is that why you came even though you're not here to celebrate? Sis, having lingering feelings is pretty pathetic. Remember how you used to talk about what kind of suit he'd wear? Well, I picked it out for him instead. The exact style you showed me last year. He looks so handsome in it.
Don't decide my feelings for me, as if I'd have any attachment to a guy like him.
There you go, acting tough again. If you didn't have lingering feelings, you wouldn't put yourself through this humiliation to come here. No matter how humiliating, frustrating, or pathetic it is, you just wanted to see the man you love as a groom, right? Poor Sarah, still not over him.
What?
I don't hate that kind of devotion, but you know, Mark is all mine now. He chose me over you. He upgraded to the better sister. The prettier one. The more successful one. The one he actually loves. So you need to accept the reality.
I told you I don't have any lingering feelings for him.
Why don't you just quietly leave the venue? You'll probably collapse if you see how happy we are. It's better to give up on a boyfriend stolen by your sister quickly. Life's easier that way. It's super hilarious that you still have feelings for your ex. I mean, you're making everyone uncomfortable by staying here. The guests keep asking if you're okay. They think you might cause a scene. Some of them are even filming you, waiting for you to break down. Maybe you'll go viral. Jealous sister ruins wedding. Desperate ex crashes ceremony. Wouldn't that be funny?
I'm not interested in your wedding. You're just saying whatever you want while I stay quiet. How many times do I have to tell you I don't have any lingering feelings? And I'm just here to collect money from your groom. I'm taking the $10,000 wedding gift money from the groom's side with me.
What? What are you talking about, taking the wedding gift money? And what's this about collecting money? You can't do that. That's our wedding money. That's stealing. You're just jealous and trying to ruin my day. This is supposed to be my perfect day. My special moment.
I want Mark to pay back the money he borrowed and never returned. After we broke up, he just made excuses when I asked for it back, and that was it. After that, I couldn't reach him by phone or text, so I had to resort to extreme measures.
What? You're saying that he borrowed money from you? I never heard about this. You're making this up. You're just trying to cause problems to our relationship. Mark would have told me if he owed you money. He tells me everything. We don't have any secrets between us.
Then you should ask Mark about it after the ceremony. I have the IOU, and I can show you a copy if you'd like. I have screenshots of all our conversations about it too. Right here on my phone. Want to see them now?
I don't understand any of this. An IOU means it's a real loan. Is Mark really in financial trouble? This can't be true. This just doesn't make any sense. He said he was doing so well and is successful.
Well, he did have a period of unemployment, though it seems he's doing well at his new workplace now.
Wait, what? What do you mean, unemployment period? Mark's been with his current company since graduation, right?
What? That's what he said?
Yes, that's what Mark told me. He said he's been at his current company for 10 years and makes good money. He said he's been getting promoted constantly and is on track to become department head. He showed me his business card, his fancy office. He took me to all these expensive restaurants. He even bought me a designer bag. He's always talking about his success. Are you saying that was all?
Wow, he's really embellishing his story. He only joined his current company 2 years ago. And it wasn't some prestigious headhunting situation, just regular mid-career hiring. After 6 months of unemployment. And 3 failed interviews. He was rejected everywhere else. And those restaurants, he put them all on credit cards. Cards I helped him get approved for. Because his credit was too bad. No bank would accept him.
What? No way. That can't be right.
Of course, he's still just a regular employee with bosses older than him. Always complaining about them too. There's no way someone like that is on a fast track to promotion. Did he take you to his office during work hours? When people were actually there? Or was it always on weekends? When the building was empty?
What? This is totally different from what I heard. He said he manages a whole team. He even promised we'd buy a house. He said his bonus would cover the down payment.
Well, you can ask him about all of these details after the ceremony. I just want my borrowed money back. Now that I have it, I'll be going. Enjoy your lovely wedding.
Wait right there! I won't let you take our wedding gift money! Whatever the backstory is, that's our money! Someone who loses boyfriends to her sister doesn't deserve to touch it! Give the money back! You're just trying to ruin everything! Like always, you're just jealous of my happiness! You just can't stand to see me win!
But this is the only way to get it back, and it's common sense to repay borrowed money. You'd know all about borrowed money, wouldn't you? When it comes to borrowed money, it's the lender's fault. Give our wedding gift money back right now!
You shouldn't have lent it to him if you wanted it back. That's just common sense. Everyone knows that. Once you lend money, it's gone. Doesn't come back. That's how it works.
What?
I'm saying that it's common sense that money you lend is money you give away. It's terrible to try to force someone to pay it back like this. If you wanted it back so badly, you shouldn't have lent it in the first place. Only stingy people ask for money back. Real friends understand. They don't keep track of it. They support each other.
I see. So that's how you think. Well then, I'll just tell all your friends about that.
Huh? What friends? Who are you talking about?
You never intended to pay back the money you borrowed, right? Yet you kept making excuses and running away, and even invited them to the wedding. Wonder what they'll think about that. I'm sure they have a lot to say about this. Remember what you borrowed from your friends? Knowing that, they'll probably just disappear from you.
What are you suddenly talking about? How could all my friends disappear when so many came to celebrate with me? That's impossible. Look how many people came. The venue is full. They're all here to celebrate with me. They were so excited to come.
But they're all saying they'll cut ties with you after this. Good thing we didn't bring any wedding gifts. We'll eat and drink all we can for free, and then cut ties forever. That's what they're saying. I've been talking to them all morning. They had quite a lot to say about you. All complaints. About the money you borrowed. The things you stole from them. The lies you told.
What?
The happy bride might not have noticed, but the reception desk has been in chaos since this morning. Because unfortunately, none of your friends brought any wedding gifts for you. Not a single envelope. Not even a card. Just came with empty hands.
Wait a minute. What do you mean no one brought wedding gifts? It's common sense to bring money gifts to a wedding. You're lying. They wouldn't do that to me. We've been friends for years.
Well, they all said the same thing. The bride told us gifts weren't necessary.
What? I did? When did I? I don't remember saying anything like that.
Seems like you not only stole boyfriends, but also habitually borrowed money and items from all your friends. When they all got angry at you, you apparently apologized, saying you'd make your wedding a zero-gift event.
What's that about? So they really came to the wedding without bringing any gifts for us? How could they?
Don't tell me you don't remember. Your friend said this happened when you graduated college. You disappeared after that, and they couldn't contact you.
Of course I remember, but that was years ago. Besides, when I finally worked up the courage to send them wedding invitations, they didn't say anything. So I thought they'd forgiven me about the borrowed money.
They were kind enough to accept your shameless invitation. They thought maybe you'd finally decided to pay them back. Maybe you'd even prepared compensation money for them. But apparently not. Your friends are furious. What a wonderful wedding this will be. Well then, enjoy your wedding, you debt-dodging couple. This sister who doesn't want to feel miserable, frustrated, and pathetic is heading out now.
Look what you've done! You've ruined the wedding! You took our gift money. Lisa's friends never even applauded once during the ceremony. Everything was perfect until you showed up. It was going to be the perfect day for us, and now it's ruined. You know how much we spent on this wedding? The guests kept whispering during our vows. Someone even laughed during our first dance. And they just frantically ate and drank everything and left. The extra food bill is $6,000. How are we going to make this right? They practically ordered everything on the menu. All the premium drinks. The venue is furious. They're demanding urgent payment.
You're blaming me for this? Well, whatever you say. But that last part has nothing to do with me. Your bride's friends did that on their own. I didn't tell them to order the expensive wine, or the seafood platters, or the premium sake.
But you must have incited them. There's nobody else who would want to do this to us. You wanted to thoroughly harass us. Lisa's crying, saying her friends would never do such things. She just won't stop crying. On our perfect day, our dream wedding. Everything's ruined because of you.
Well, her nice friends must have been really angry to act that way. It's all Lisa's own doing, and I have nothing to do with it. Maybe if she'd paid them back years ago, instead of buying those designer bags.
What? You're enjoying this, aren't you? You planned this all along. You just wanted revenge because you were betrayed.
Whatever. I don't mind what you say anyway. By the way, did you correct all those exaggerated career details with Lisa? She seemed pretty shocked. About that corner office that doesn't exist, that management position you made up, the fake business cards.
Ah, yes, thanks to you, I had to confess everything. Now we're facing divorce right after the ceremony. She says she'll divorce me if I don't get on track to become department head. She won't even look at me now. Won't speak to me. Your parents are also furious. They're demanding explanations.
Oh my, it's surprising that she's giving you some time at least. Lisa has an unexpectedly kind side. Though I suspect it's because she's trapped now too. With all those debts.
Don't be so carefree about this. That promotion track is completely ruined now because you took the gift money. Please return the $10,000 you took. I swear I'll pay back the loan later. Please, I really need that money right now. I'll pay extra interest. No, make that a double interest. I'll sign anything you want. I'll do whatever you say. I'm begging you. I'll pay back everything I owe you. Just please get back the wedding money.
What do you mean? Why does this $10,000 affect your promotion track at work? What aren't you telling me? What else have you lied about? Tell me the truth this time.
I bragged and said I paid for the entire wedding myself. But since I only started working again 2 years ago, you know that I have no savings. So I secretly borrowed the wedding costs from a loan shark.
You did what?
I had to make it look good. Had to impress everyone. I had to prove I was successful. Because Lisa expected a fancy wedding. She wanted everything to be perfect.
Oh, really? How much did you borrow? From where exactly? Tell me everything.
I was planning to pay it all back at once with today's wedding gifts, but you took $10,000. Lisa's friends gave her nothing, and no matter how much I scrapped together, I can't make the repayment. So please return the $10,000 you took. The collectors are waiting to be paid. Please, you don't understand how serious this is. They're not patient people. They accept no excuses. And they're dangerous.
No way. Besides, if you can't pay it back, why don't you just do your usual trick of dodging the debt? Just change your number and move away. That's your specialty, isn't it? It worked so well before.
Are you crazy? I borrowed from Green Finance. If I dodge them, I won't be able to live in this country anymore. They know where I work. They know where I live. They know my family.
You're kidding. Green Finance is that notorious loan shark known for violent collections. Why would you borrow from such a dangerous place? Even you should know better than that. Everyone knows about them, about their bad reputation.
Well, I maxed out several credit cards during my unemployment, so I'm blacklisted. No legitimate banks will lend to me. I tried everywhere else first. Every bank, every credit union, but they're my only option. No one else would even talk to me.
Oh, right. That did happen before. I remember all those collection calls.
So I had no choice but to use a loan shark. But now I can't pay back by today as promised. Word is, Green Finance has no problem storing into people's workplaces. If that happens, I'll be kicked off the promotion track immediately. I'll never become department head. I won't be able to keep my promise to Lisa, and I'll end up divorced. They'll destroy everything. My career, my marriage, everything. Please help me, I'm desperate.
It's like a line of dominoes falling, just tumbling down, one after another. All from your own choices.
So please, return the $10,000. I swear I'll pay you back someday. I'll even add interest to it, please. I'm on my knees here, have some mercy. I'll do anything. Name your price.
All right, if that's the case, I'll return the $10,000.
Really? Thank you. Thank you so much. You're saving my life. I knew you still cared about me.
However, I'll return it whenever I can. I don't know exactly when, but you'll just have to wait until I feel like returning it. Does that sound familiar? Remember those words? Your exact phrases.
What? Can't be serious. When will that be? Please, I need the money now.
So, keep waiting eagerly. I'll take my time deciding what to do with the $10,000 I got back. Maybe I'll pay it back when I can. Just wait until I can pay. Be patient. Remember, that's what you always said back to me, right? In the end, the couple only received a few $100s in wedding gifts. And with the additional food costs from the bride's friends' extravagant ordering, they ended up deeply in debt. I heard that the total amount the bride had borrowed from her friends in money and items came to about $30,000, which her parents hurriedly repaid to everyone in a panic. That amount, plus the wedding costs, was later billed to Lisa and Mark by her parents, bringing their total debt to nearly $100,000. And later, Green Finance's collectors showed up at Mark's workplace. As a result, he lost the job he'd worked so hard to get. And rumor has it that now they're both working in underground labor arranged by Green Finance.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey, Patricia, I can't believe you betrayed me. Sherry? What are you talking about? You traitor! I was wrong for even thinking that we were actually friends. What are you talking about? Not coming clean after being busted is the worst thing you could do about the situation right now. Don't you see? Wait a minute. Why are you so mad? I can't do anything about the situation if all you do is call me a traitor and yell at me for whatever I did. What do you mean you don't know? You left me behind and made a boyfriend. Why haven't I heard an apology from you yet? You traitor! Boyfriend? Yes, boyfriend. You didn't have a boyfriend during our last high school reunion, did you? We even promised each other that we would both dedicate our lives to work, even if everyone else were to get married. You were the only reason I was still enjoying these reunions, but you left me behind. You betrayed me. Sherry, please calm down. That was like 2 years ago. Don't calm down me. 2 years is basically 10 seconds when you think about it. This is what I call a while ago. I don't know about that. This is all because you betrayed your own friend. I didn't think you'd stoop this low. Shame on you. Please, calm down. I mean it. I only started dating because I found a great person by chance. This has absolutely nothing to do with me trying to betray you. But you have a boyfriend right now, and I don't. You made this reality, Patricia. Now I'm the only one in our whole high school class who doesn't have a boyfriend yet. How dare you make a laughing stock out of me? No one is laughing at you, Sherry. You need to take a deep breath and see what you're saying right now. You're panicking. Shut up! No one could calm down after finding out that their only friend betrays them. Certainly not me. I'm not going to calm down until I get back at you. You wait and see. Fate will punish you for stabbing someone's back like this. You better be prepared.
Hey Patricia, how are you? Is the wedding coming together fine? I hope Alex isn't making you make all the decisions and stuff.
Hey, Kevin. Long time no see. Yeah, he's actually been very supportive towards the decision making about the wedding.
Thank goodness. Hey, I actually texted you right now for a different reason. May I ask you a question about something right now? If you're busy, I'm totally fine getting back to you later.
I have a minute to spare. What could that question be?
Well, I got a follow request on my Instagram account from someone who claims to be your friend. They sent a message to me that says, "Could you tell me what Patricia's boyfriend's number is?" So I just wanted to make sure that she's actually your friend.
My friend wants to reach my boyfriend personally? Why would they want to do that?
Apparently, they were planning to surprise you on your birthday, so they wanted some help from Alex. She said that she wants to make him appear out of nowhere and surprise her or something. So I told her to give me a moment to look for the number, but I got a bad feeling for some reason, so I wanted to see if she actually was your friend.
How did she know you know Alex's number?
She says that she saw that I was going to the same university as you on my profile. So you should know what her boyfriend's number is, right? Is what she said.
Doesn't all of that sound pretty suspicious to you? My birthday was a month ago, so the next one is like a year from now. And as you know, I had a big party with you and Alex and all of my other friends.
That was so much fun. I really can't wait for next year. But yeah, that's exactly why I decided to contact you right now. Whatever this person's plotting, they're horrible at it. She said her name was Sherry. Do you know anyone with that name by chance?
Sherry? Oh no. What should I do? I know that girl. She's crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, we're not friends or acquaintances or anything. I just know her from high school.
Then why would she be wanting to reach out to you right now?
Well, it's complicated. And a lot has happened between us in the last week. And now we're in a fight. Well, not really a fight. She just hates my guts. She claimed that I wasn't her friend anymore, so she probably wouldn't hesitate to do anything to me right now. Could you please just not tell her how to reach me or Alex? I mean, I think you're feeling the same thing, but all I see is a bad future if you end up telling her.
Alright, I'll make up some excuse not to tell her.
I know I'm asking for a lot right now, but could you possibly let some other people know about Sherry? So that they won't tell her my number? I have a feeling that she's going around asking other people too.
You're probably right about that. Alright, I'll be sure to let all our mutual friends know about this whole thing. Don't worry. Thank God I decided to ask you about this whole thing before telling her.
Thank you so much, and I'm sorry for dragging you in such a messy situation.
Don't worry about it.
I finally found your boyfriend. It took a while, but now I can finally reach him. I win. Sherry, you've been going around asking all of my friends for Alex's number, haven't you? I've had tons of my friends contact me about some weird girl contact them about my boyfriend's number. I was just curious about what kind of guy he was, that's all. I mean, he was the man that was worth betraying before, so I figured that he was probably the most handsome guy around, so I wanted to take a peek for myself. And now you finally reached him, huh? I made sure to tell everyone not to tell you anything about him. Where on earth did you find that information? Don't underestimate me. I'm much more resilient than your average person. I searched from corner to corner on SNS, and I mean every single person who seemed like they could possibly be your boyfriend. Most of the guys wouldn't say anything to me, but I came down to one person on my own in the end. I have all the information I need now. Wait, so you have the contacts of my boyfriend now? Yep, it took me a while, but now that I know how to reach him, he's all mine. I DM'd him right away. And I'm sorry to tell you, but your boyfriend just bit right onto the bait that I set up for him. What? I guess I'm closer to his type. He's been bombarding me with messages like, "You're so adorable," and "When can I finally see you?" and all of that. Your boyfriend has a good taste in women. How dare you? I mean, the results could have been more predictable. The only reason I never had a boyfriend was because I decided not to spend my time for dating and spent more of my time for work. As you can see, I could make a boyfriend as soon as I tried. Wait a minute. Are you sure that account's my boyfriend? He doesn't have a single account on social media right now. So he was doing SNS without even telling you, huh? He was definitely waiting for some beautiful girl like me to reach out to him, so he could have some fun behind your back. He's probably bored of you already, looking for some newer and better girl. You're lying. He is not the type of person to do something like that to others. He's always been very loyal to me, and also his friends. You still think he loves you, huh? Well, I'm sorry, but he's all mine now. Seriously? I don't mean to brag, but he's looking very forward to leaving you to be with me. As proof, I'm about to go on a date with your little boyfriend later today. How does that make you feel? Are you jealous, Patricia? Date? Today? Yup, we're going to a sweet hotel by the beach. Why would he do that to me? Because he loves me more. Isn't it obvious? I mean, I suggested that we start off with dinner at a restaurant close by, but he wouldn't just listen, you know. So we ended up deciding to go to a sweet hotel by the beach. And that's today? Yup. Today's our first date, our first trip, and our first sleepover. By the way, we just arrived at the beach. We went to check in at the hotel earlier, but the room was absolutely fantastic. This is our first date, and he's already taking me to all of these nice places. Places that he would never take you in a million years. I guess guys don't really hesitate to spend any amount of money to earn the girl of their dreams. Hey, Sherry? Just asking to make sure, but you're really with my boyfriend right now, right? What kind of question is that? I mean, I guess that's what happens to a person when they just can't accept reality as it is. The reality of your own boyfriend throwing you away to take your best friend on a fancy trip. Sorry for being such an attractive girl, honey. You thought you could run away from me, but I caught up to you. Uh-huh. Sorry, but your boyfriend and me are having so much fun. I'm very confident that you're gonna be officially thrown away as soon as we get back. So try to mentally prepare for that, okay? Everyone I'm with right now is laughing their butts off at you right now. Huh? What do you mean? You don't have to be apologizing to me. Because you've done literally no damage to my life. What are you trying to say? What do you mean everyone's laughing their butts off? Who's everyone anyways? All of the people who are attending my wedding right now, Sherry. Everyone here to celebrate me and Alex getting married, including Alex, my husband. Everyone from me and my husband to all of our friends are laughing at you right now. Wedding? What do you mean wedding? The wedding between you and your boyfriend that I'm with right now? Let me ask you one more time. Who are you on that trip right now? Because my boyfriend who you claim to be with right now is standing right next to me in his amazing tuxedo at this moment. You're lying, because I'm with him right now. I'm on a trip with him near the beach. I told you. I'm telling the truth. It's not a lie. You can argue as much as you want, but I'm with the man himself right now, so there's no better evidence, don't you think? Maybe his twin. Yeah, he probably has a twin, doesn't he? And he sent his twin to take his place in a marriage while he himself comes on a trip with me. That's what happened. He's an only child, Sherry. What? Then who the hell is the guy next to me right now? If he's not your boyfriend, then who is he? Why are you asking me? He's right next to you, so you can ask him, who are you? Then you can have an answer right away. I can't ask him. How am I supposed to ask him when I can't speak any Chinese? I don't even know how to count in his language, for God's sake. Your boyfriend's Chinese, right? I mean, he looks like he has some type of European blood in him too, but he doesn't speak any English at all. He keeps talking to me in perfect Chinese, but I don't understand a thing, so we've been communicating in the few English words he knows. What? My boyfriend's completely American. What do you mean he's American? Wait, so you're on a trip with the Chinese guy whom you thought was my boyfriend, who actually turned out to be a complete stranger to all of us, correct? Tell everyone to stop laughing! His profile picture on social media just looks like your boyfriend. Anyone would have mistaken him for your boyfriend. If anything, it's just weird that your boyfriend isn't related to this guy in some way. They look literally identical. Whatever. Maybe it's my boyfriend's doppelganger or something. Anyways, how did you even manage to get to the point of going on a trip with him when you were never sure of who he was and couldn't even communicate properly with him? Because, I just translated all of his DMs with a translation app. And isn't that hard to figure out what he's trying to say with gestures and facial expressions and stuff? And he knows the words like cute and beautiful and stuff like that. Well, you have fun with that Chinese guy that looks identical to my husband, alright? The two of us will get going now, since we have a wedding to carry out. You're just going to leave me with this guy? Bye-bye. Let's both wish each other a fun day, you know? One that'll last us a lifetime.
Hey Patricia, thanks for inviting me to your wedding. It was the best one I've ever been to by far. I had an amazing day thanks to you two.
Yeah, the surprise we had at the beginning made it even better.
About that, I was finally able to find out about that whole thing. You know, the Chinese guy who apparently looked just like Alex. I think he's the study abroad student that came to our university pretty often.
Wait, really? So does that mean you and Alex actually knew him well?
You could say that. He was a really nice guy, and even our professors really liked him. So they'd often invite him over to our classes and stuff, and that's how we got to know him. And on top of that, he actually looks really, really similar to Alex. So yeah, that's the guy who Sherry was talking about.
Does the Chinese exchange student really look like Alex though? Because I still can't believe Sherry got him mixed up with the Chinese person.
To be completely honest with you, they look like they're identical twins or something.
Twins?
It's not just their faces. They're similar in height and their bone structures are identical too, so you probably couldn't tell which one's which just by seeing them from behind. So, back when we were in uni, me and Alex would style the Chinese guy's hair so it would look like him. We also gave him some clothes that were the same ones that Alex had one time. He seemed really happy about the clothes and hair.
And he looked identical to Alex during that occasion, huh?
Exactly. So I searched the exchange student's name up and looked at his profile. He made his profile picture the one that we took that day, where he had the same hair and clothes as Alex.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with Sherry taking him as Alex after all. And he was also visiting the US right now, so one miracle led to another, I guess. He works at a Chinese company right now, but they sent him over to an office located in the US.
So after all of those miracles, Sherry ended up going on a trip with that guy, thinking she was able to steal my boyfriend from me, huh? Dang. I guess the myth that three people who look identical to each other exist on this planet might be true.
I guess so. Well, that's what happened, so you have nothing to be concerned about, alright? Alex didn't face his doppelganger after all.
Thank you so much for everything. From dealing with her in the first place to finding out what this was all about, I don't know how I would have dealt with this situation without you. Patricia! Help! I need you to lend me some money. Like, right now. I don't care whether it's yours or your husband's. I just need some money. Please! This is an emergency. Please, just answer. What do you need now? And don't use the word emergency so lightly. Well, you know how I came to the suite with the Chinese guy who I thought was your boyfriend? Well, I got him to clarify that he wasn't actually Alex after all. But I couldn't just leave because it was already late and I couldn't get a ticket to head back home. So I stayed at the hotel for the night with a lookalike. That's great. You know, maybe this could be a once-in-a-lifetime type of encounter. You two could be meant to be. Not so much. I just stayed for the night because there wasn't really any way for me to get back home. I didn't even want to stay with that guy, but I was asked to pay $15,000 during my checkout this morning. $15,000? Why on earth would you be charged with $15,000? Did you break something really valuable in a room or something? I would never do such a thing. All I did was stay the night at the hotel that the lookalike took me to. That's all, but it turns out that the room we stayed cost $15,000 a night. What kind of hotel costs $15,000 a night? Is it a 5-star hotel or what? That's like the same rates as hotels in Dubai or something. I don't fucking know. He made a reservation on his own without discussing anything with me. And I got a worker at the hotel who speaks Chinese to translate our conversation for me. Apparently, he's saying that I promised him that I would make the payment for him, and that I told him I can make any reservation I wanted to make during our call. He thinks that I said he doesn't have to worry about the payment because I have everything handled, and he keeps blaming me for everything. Oh my. But I didn't even say a single one of those phrases. We only discussed that we would go to the beach and stay at a hotel nearby. I mean, you said you were able to tell that he was trying to say, but looks like you were off by a few miles. Oh, shut up. So I've been trying to convince him for hours now, repeating the line, I never said I would pay for anything, over and over and over again. But he started to get really mad about this misunderstanding, and now the worker is sympathizing for him and the two of them are trying to get me to pay for the whole thing. And now they're threatening me to call the police if I don't make the payment immediately. I mean, the worker doesn't care a single bit about your misunderstanding behind saying yes to the payment. I probably wouldn't either if I was the worker. Patricia, what should I do? I don't have that kind of money. They're going to call the cops on me at any moment. I mean, you guys already stayed there for a night, so I don't think there's another way out. Just pay the money. I'm sure they'll let you walk over to the ATM to get some money. I don't have the money in my bank account either. I don't have the money, period. I've been going to some matchmaking parties lately. Some of my savings have been going low. I don't even have $10,000 right now. Oh no, that's a pity. Huh? Yeah, that's why I'm kindly asking you to please lend me money. I'll pay you back no matter what. Please. You and your husband are both working, aren't you? Yes, we are. And we've been saving up so that we can have a child whenever we want. And I'm very sure that our cause is far more important than your $15,000 stay at the hotel that you can't afford, okay? So I'm not lending you a penny. Bye. Please. You know, I would have at least considered if you were simply nicer. What do you mean? I've been the kindest soul to you since the moment we met each other. Seriously? You didn't succeed, but you still tried to take my boyfriend away from me and onto an affair trip to a beachside resort. Who in their right mind would consider someone like that a nice person? Wait, I can't explain. Let's hear it then. Exactly. You were never my friend, but you're definitely not anyone I'd even want anything to do with anymore. You said that to me a few weeks ago, by the way. No, wait, please, I didn't mean what I said. We're not friends, and you're nothing to me. So please quit asking me for help. Because you won't get it. I'll be blocking you from now on, so you won't hear from me ever again. Wait! Look, I'll apologize for everything I've said or done to you. I'm sorry. I was just jealous of you finding a boyfriend when I was never able to find someone. I sincerely apologize, so please, as a friend, help me out. Nope. Please don't leave me like this. Bye-bye. I'm a bit tired from having a blast at my wedding yesterday, so I'll be blocking you and going to bed. Right next to the man of my dreams. Good luck paying those bills and without going bankrupt. If not, I'm sure the cops won't be happy. Later on, I heard that Sherry rushed over to a nearby ATM and loaned a few $1,000s and paid for the fees. Apparently, she tried to convince the Chinese lookalike to pay half of the bill. But Alex called him right as she was trying to convince him, explaining the whole plot behind her approaching him and coming onto this trip with him. After all that, all the exchange student would say was, "How dare you drag me onto your filthy plan?" from what I could hear over the phone. The enraged Chinese guy went home after that and blocked Sherry on everything as well. After a short while, this whole incident was known by every single person in our whole high school reunion, and no one dares to try contact crazy Sherry. Apparently, she would go around treating other people in a crappy way too, like bringing used women's clothes as a gift for a friend's baby shower, or talking horribly about the friend's husband behind her back. Now, she truly has nothing, and no one.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey, look at George and me. Aren't we so cute together?
Wow, you must be really thick for sending pictures of your affair. I might even have admiration.
Jealous much? Or do you not care enough about your husband sleeping with another girl? Who was his high school classmate? Well, ain't that some twisted fate? I feel sorry for you. Really. Isn't it random that we all went to the same school together? Yeah, right. Don't you get it? How we came together like this? You mean you had feelings for him all along? That's right. When I heard you and George were getting married, I got so pissed, you know. Literally screamed, "Why her?" Is that so? And that's why 2 years ago, I approached him, and then he said to me, "I always wanted to marry you, not her." Isn't that just the sweetest? You talk too much. I have a lot to say, so what are you gonna do about it? About what? Getting divorced? Are you gonna or not? That's why I'm texting you in the first place. Huh? What's this, a hotel room? Yep, I'm having girls' night in this suite with Mary and Tammy. My treat. Okay. What, are you trying to gloat or something? Or are you being defensive? Like, I have 2 friends so I don't care about you? Well, that's part of it. From now on, all 3 of us are never speaking to you ever again. So I sent you that picture as a kind of memorabilia. What? Just kidding. The fuck? You just want to show off, don't you? Look at me and how I can't afford this stuff. To make me feel miserable staying in a moderate room. Grow up. I'm so not at all jealous of you. Lena, don't you realize? What? You're making no sense. You still don't get it? OMG, this view? Are we staying at the same hotel? Finally, you got that right. We just checked in earlier. Funny, isn't it? We're in the same hotel. Some fate putting us in this situation. What are you up to? I knew it from the beginning, that you guys made a reservation at this hotel. Huh? So I decided to call up my parents, talk over some stuff. Wanted to get it over with. Stop it! You're sick. Why can't you do that when we get back? Stalking us on our vacation? So not cool. If I'm sick, you're disgusting. Why don't we meet up after dinner, huh? Talk about divorce and such. You're attending, of course. You didn't tell my husband? Damn right I did. He said he's arriving here in about 20 minutes. You're kidding me. No use in running, by the way. All of our parents are already here. Anyway, there's proof of your affair in my hands. Fine. I already had everything planned out. I was ready to pay for the alimony when I sent you that photo. Turned out a bit different than I thought, but can't change what happened. You are getting a divorce, right? Duh. I don't need a man who runs off to another girl. Take him for all I care. Fine then. Have a miserable life alone. Crying in sour grapes? Pouting doesn't suit a girl your age. You can't be cutesy forever. Shut up. Anyways, I won't be miserable alone. You are. Wait and see. Let's get this over with, shall we? Come down to the lobby then. I'm not going to your room, obviously. Don't even try to run away. I don't need you telling me that.
Hey Momo, you up? I want to talk to you in private. Can you come down to the lobby?
I knew you would say that. You're an ass. Didn't you think what would have happened when I found out?
I didn't mean for all of this to happen. Lena and we weren't serious.
Well then, why were you so silent the whole discussion?
I couldn't gather the courage to speak up.
You're such a ninny. When my dad asked you if you did this because you wanted a divorce, you should have said no. Well, even if you did, wouldn't change anything.
I couldn't. He was so threatening.
Then don't have an affair in the first place, dork. Have fun on your vacation. Not that you have anywhere to call home when you get back.
You can't be serious. What about my stuff?
Dead serious. Your mom and dad took all of your belongings with them. I packed for them. God, that's time I'm not getting back.
The hell?
You shouldn't have let Lena send that picture. Aren't you supposed to be away on a business trip? That's concerning, huh?
But I
called your supervisor for you, of course.
You did what?
Yeah, so apparently he went on an affair trip when he is supposedly working.
What?
Ma'am, your husband is on a leave of absence today. What do you have to say for yourself?
Why did you do that? Don't you understand the consequences I'll have in my office?
We are getting divorced, thus making us legally strangers. I don't give a damn about your well-being.
You...
Oh, but you'll need to pay for the divorce settlements, so don't lose the job.
What settlements? You're joking.
The hell I am. I'm taking $20,000 from you, $15,000 from Lena.
Huh?
That's all. I bid you good night. Me? I'm gonna have a blast with my girls. A happy divorcement party, if you will. Well, have fun you too.
You ruined our night! Come on, Momo, you're better than this.
Thanks for unblocking me. Long time no see, Momo. I'm so happy to finally get to talk to you again. What do you want? Don't be so rude. Just want to talk. I don't have spare time to put up with your shenanigans. I unblocked you reluctantly only because Mary told me to. She was so frustrated with your pestering. Don't get full of yourself. Don't be a downer. I'm bringing you happy news. Anything but happy if it's coming from you. Don't be so mean. I'm trying to tell you that I'm getting married. So, I'm getting married. My marriage? You should be happy for me. I don't care, literally. What? It's George's and my wedding. It should be a huge deal to you. Why are you so indifferent? To me, that idea alone is a mystery. Why would I, hearing upon your marriage with George, be happy about it? You want to congratulate us, don't you? No frickin' way. Me? Congratulate? The marriage of my ex-husband and ex-friend. Have you totally lost your mind? You are so mean. I have not lost my mind. I'm living my best life. I don't care. Talking to you is a waste of my calories. No! Wait. You want to come to the wedding, don't ya? The fuck? You want to be invited, right? You're insane. Bye. Wait, are you not coming? I've already have the invitations ready to send. You were going to give a speech as my friend. Hey, you still there? Momo?
Sorry to disturb. Hey, Momo. I think you've already heard from Tammy.
I did. So what do you want? You mauled Tammy on the street for my number. Must be important.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you about something. It's kind of long. Can you maybe take time after work to talk today?
No. Why would I give effort to make time for you?
Sorry for the short notice, but it's an emergency.
Is this about your engagement with Lena?
Wait, you know about that?
I guess so.
Why?
Why? Seriously, you're not the only blabbering idiot in this town.
Lena contacted you?
She basically harassed Mary to get to me. They live near each other, ran into each other by chance.
Right. Yeah, it's about the wedding.
You're not telling me to come, are you? Because I am so not going.
No, I'm not asking you to come. I don't have the guts to do that.
What then?
I told you I want your time. I can't exactly text you about this.
About what?
Not right now. It's all up to your schedule. So how about it? I also got Mary and Tammy to come.
Wait, you called them?
Yeah, I think they'll text you later. Can you believe me now? I just want to get this thing sorted.
Fine. I'm available after 7.
Thank you. See you soon. I'll text you the address.
Hey, I've got dates for our wedding day. What? You're not serious. What do you mean? You're coming, aren't you? You never sent back your acceptance. I already sent you my answer. So you're coming then? I'll have your seating charts ready then. The hell are you saying? Can't you think straight for 1 second? Your wedding got cancelled, didn't it? Cancelled? What? Who told you that? I'm not sending out invitations if it got cancelled now, would I? If you say so. I'm sending you my final answer to your invitation. No. Freaking no. I can't wait to see you at the ceremony. You're coming, of course. I don't know if you're procrastinating, but you should talk to him. There's no way around this. Calm down for once. You're annoying the F out of me. But it's not my fault. Nobody's coming to my wedding. You're my only hope, Momo. Seriously? The fuck? You understand me. You care about me and George. Have a nice life. I'm reserving your seat. You're coming. Understood? What? Answer the phone. Can't right now. What? You know exactly what. Why aren't you here? What happened to the normal Lena? You always end your text with a sad face. Shut up! It's all over! I'm done for! F this. You know what today is, don't you? Your wedding, pending day, right? You knew. You talked George out of this, didn't you? Wait, you're not. Are you actually at the venue? When it got cancelled? I didn't cancel it. George did it on his own account. I didn't agree to that. George called the engagement off a month ago. How are you gonna get married without him? Seriously? It's all your fault. Yes, you are the reason why he called the engagement off. You two had an affair. I'm charging you alimony. Huh? Are you accusing? Duh. You had the talk with George, right? I might have urged his realization, but don't you get that you had this coming? What do you mean? George told me everything. Momo told me. That's a while back. Are we talking about when George asked me what kind of person you are? Huh? If that is so, Tammy and Mary were also there with us. All of us talked about you. Huh? What? What's going on? After you told me you guys were getting married, George texted me, saying he wanted to discuss with the 3 of us. When did that happen? He didn't want to complicate things by you knowing. Why did he think that? Because he wanted to ask as how much of a whore you are. Knowing you, you'd have prevented it any way possible. No, I wouldn't. You would, and you know it. You change your behavior depending on the person. From a guy's perspective, you might look cute and all. From us girls, way opposite. That's not true. Oh, yes it is. And after the engagement announcement, he heard rumors about you. Naturally, he was curious. So you went around bad-mouthing me? Bitch! Listen to the story till the end, will you? After I heard about your wedding, I immediately told all of our classmates not to worry about me and congratulate you guys. What? When George and I got married, everyone sent in video messages, remember? Of course, it would be wrong for me to do that, but it's been 3 years, and I told my friends to not mind about me. Those who want to congratulate you as much as they want. I never told them to boycott the wedding. Then why did nobody come? I don't get it. Seriously? It's because you've done too much damage. Not just with George, but whoring around the whole school. Having sugar daddies, then dumping their asses. Stealing friends' boyfriends, plural, all done while you were with George. What? So yeah, it started with my text, but everyone was eager to fill George in with all of those details. That's why he called off the engagement. He did say you were acting strange after moving in together. What? So George knows everything? Apparently, you were too eager to show yourself, not waiting a bit to vigorously use your savings, not doing anything in the house. You can't, so you asked George to do them all, even though you told him house chores were your specialty before you started dating. You couldn't go through with one single thing. I'm surprised it took this long for George to raise suspicions, but I am so not forgiving you for talking behind my back. But I do admire the courage to go on with the wedding, though. You're so desperate. Oh, and by the way, I'm not getting back with George, so I don't care about cheating guys, but you have a lot on you. What? Don't you have alimony money to pay up? Use your time wisely, and do not pester me with texts. You can't run away from reality. Putting it off won't do you any good. Have fun. After that, Lena had to pay all the fees for the wedding, plus alimony to George for cheating on him. She had to beg her parents to help her out. In the meanwhile, good for her on finally getting her stuff together. I won't be involved in her life as her friend anymore. That'll be a nightmare.